If you're ready to get started with your copywriting career, today I'm going to tell you the exact formula you can use to sell millions of dollars worth of products and never having to speak to anyone. But before I do, make sure you go to funnelhackerpro.com. That's my private Facebook group, and it's where I hang out. I give out tons of information. There's apps being sold, so on and so forth. Basically a big treasure trove of resources and information, totally free. Most people would pay to be in a group like this. That's Funnel Hacker Pro. Let's go. Welcome back. If this is your first time coming to the channel, think about hitting that subscribe button. No, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification to be notified when I upload these videos. I upload every day. And also click the thumbs up if you like the video. At the end of this, if you don't like what you see, you can always take it back. Moving right into what I have to tell you today. The first thing you can do, I want to let you know, first of all, is that you don't have to do anything like what everybody's talking about now. Russell Brunson and there's Tai Lopez, and there's just a bunch of people out there, a lot of noise and gack and rhetoric out there about how you can start making your money. And I went out and I did it all, right? I wanted to prove that you don't have to talk to anybody. And for the last 3 years, I've done a bunch of research. I've done a bunch of testing, and I'm telling you right now, the formula that I'm about to lay out right now is all you will ever need to start making money at a just simple kitchen table business is what I like to call it. I stole that from Doberman Dan. He calls it a kitchen table business, and I like that because this is something that you can do sitting at your kitchen table, and it's really simple math. Now, to get started, the first thing you need to do is to identify your ideal customer. Basically a niche. And to do that, everybody makes it confusing. Now, I do have a class down below, and I also have a free resource down below called 45 Pre-Approved Niches. Go ahead and grab that resource down below. And I also have a class that shows you how I come up with these niches and how you can find your own what we call blue ocean marketing. Everybody's kind of doing the same thing with making money online. If you want to get away from that and choose different niches, I can show you how to do that in my class, and it's pretty affordable. So just look down below for that link. Now, you can also just come to ClickBank, and you can see a lot of the niches right here, right? And you can see what's popular. So obviously, you have 3 evergreen niches. It's health, and there's wealth, and then there's love, okay? So anything that has to do with health, and you see health and fitness, what you're going to do is you're going to see how all of this will break down. But when you come down to, and this is health and fitness, fat loss, losing weight is one of the biggest, most competitive niches on the planet. Now, I don't want you to be scared, though. A lot of people think, oh, well, that's a really competitive niche. You won't make it in that niche. You will. You can make it in the make money online niche. You have a lot of people, you shouldn't do that because there's a lot more people. You should do what you love. That's all bullshit, right? Because what if you love to exercise? What if you love to, lose weight and show other people how to do it? Should you quit because it's a competitive niche? It's not true. So what I want you to do is search by gravity here, okay? And when you search by gravity, anything above a 70 is good. But I want to show you that this right here, pretty much, these people are making $50,000 to $75,000 a day. These like top 5 or 10. When the gravity's up in 100, whatever. These are niches that you know that could work, right? So Fat Belly Fix, how to lose fat belly, the Red Tea Detox. These are different things, learn belly breakthrough. So losing belly fat is obviously big, right? So now if you want to go from belly fat and you want to break that down kind of to like a more of a niche or a blue ocean, you could say, pregnant, after the pregnancy, post-pregnancy belly fat loss, right? So after women have their babies and they want to get the quick snap back, that could be that for you. Or lose that beer belly for guys over 50 years old, been drinking a lot and they're ready to lose that tire that they used to call it a tire around your belly, right? You want to lose that flat tire. you can use that niche as well for guys over 50. So you can always choose a demographic, or you can choose this and then separate the demographic, right? So you can say losing belly fat for women, or losing belly fat for women over 40, or so on and so forth, right? So you can always do that and break that demographic down. You can also say how to lose belly fat at work, or by taking extra steps, or yada, yada, yada. So you can kind of make your own system up. I don't want to keep going on to this. You should go through all of these niches and see what it is you like. There's a lot of stuff like horse betting in here. There's sports, there's travel, and you can see how popular some things are. So if you go in home and garden, you can kind of see that home and garden really isn't all that popular. But if you go by gravity, now you remember in gravity over there, we saw that there was some 200 and 500s, and you see here the gravity goes down really fast. So this is super popular. But woodworking, right, and the dog training is really popular. This doggy Dan has been around for a lot of years, and I know that this woodworking converts really well as well. And then my shed plans converts really well. So you can see that there's different niches that you can get into. The first thing you need to do is pick a niche. Now, a lot of people will say not to pick a niche first, but I think you need to kind of get an overall view on how you want to, a general area on how you want to get into this. So that's step number one. And remember, this is going to be like a 2 or 3 part video series. So don't worry, I'm not going to give you everything and overwhelm you now, but I want you to go through ClickBank and kind of figure things out. The next thing you're going to do is, once you decide, okay, so I want to work with woodworking, or, you know, some type of hobby. Okay, that's cool. It's nothing wrong with that. But now we need to find out who do we want to talk to. So if you decide to say, I want to talk to post pregnancy moms on how to lose belly fat, now you know what your demographic is. Okay, so do you want to deal with older moms or younger moms? More than likely, you're going to be dealing with a demographic between the ages of 21 to like 38, 35, somewhere around that area right there. So now you know I have moms. I want suburban moms, because you want people with money. You want broke moms, right? So you want suburban moms, upper middle class moms that want to lose belly fat. Anybody with more money than that, what are they going to do? They're probably going to hire a personal trainer, and they'll have somebody to talk to like that. But you want, you know, upper middle class moms will kind of be the DIY people. And how do you find those people? How can we start looking at what these people are talking about, right? So a good place to go look is on YouTube. That's the first thing that came to my mind. And look, there it is right there. Lose pregnancy belly fat. Now, I didn't even test this. I'm like going kind of free for all in here. But now here's how you say lose belly fat and love handles. And you want to try to find out who's the number one in this. But workouts for women right here, that's the How to Health. So you don't want to check that. But what you want to do is see how to lose belly fat after pregnancy, 5 effective exercises. So now you know this has 2 million views. This is a channel for women, and you want to start going through to see who's saying what books are being recommended, questions that are being asked. You want to look at the mentality, right? And then you're going to come over to Amazon and you're going to do more research here, right? And I'm not going to go crazy on this, but you need to find out what drives these people. So now we can look here, and then we want to find ones with big reviews. Right now I'm not seeing a whole bunch of reviews on some of these or whatever, right? But what you want to do is go through here and find out what books have the most reviews, and then you want to read. Let's see here. Let's just look at this pregnancy nutrition, so I can just kind of give you an example of what I'm talking about. All right, so what I want you to do is come down here in the reviews and see what people are saying. See, not practical, not accurate. What do they not like this? What do they like about this book? What are they complaining about? What do they want? She's going to tell you here what she really wants and what's practical for her, right? See, skip it. I had to return this. I was expecting a month-to-month recipe book based on what your body needs. Now, listen, look at that. Based on what your body needs. That right there is your pitch, isn't it? People want something based on what their body needs, not just some fucking throw together recipe book, right? So you need to know what your research is. The number one thing that you're going to have to do, right? After you figure out what you want to sell, it doesn't matter what it is you want to sell, research. And I'm going to end it after this right here, this second tip, because research is the most important part of the game. Nobody gives research because research sucks, right? It does, because it's not sexy. It's not writing a sales letter, and it's not, doing all the sexy shit that Russell Brunson talks about with ClickFunnels and upsells and downsells and all this shit like that, right? That's not sexy. But what I'm trying to tell you is, in order to get to the sexy, you got to do this shit first. You got to know what to put on ClickFunnels. You got to know what to upsell them. What is it more that they want? You have to know what the bump offer is going to be. What is it that they really want? What's keeping them awake at night? Why? What is the underlying factors? What is making them want to lose weight? And I can tell you now, there's a few things that can happen with why a woman, just quickly as an example, would want to lose weight. Number one, she just wants to look better. But remember, women feel. She wants to feel better. It's going to make herself feel prettier. Now, what's the underlying desire of that? Who is she trying to impress? Is she really doing it for herself, or does she want to make sure that her husband doesn't stray? You feeling that now? Or does she want to make sure that her boyfriend doesn't stray? Maybe she's a single mom now. Maybe she needs a new man. Believe one thing. There is always an underlying secret desire of the desire. So what is it that she really wants? And that's what you have to find out. To give you a quick example before I leave, and remember that if you like this video, click the thumbs up, man, because I'm going to really go through this whole series and tell you guys exactly what it is you need to know in order to get started, okay? So click that thumbs up and share this video if you like it. But before I leave, I want to give you an example. Nancy, my wife, has her own niche. And a part of the niche is going gray. And Nancy did not want to go gray. I had to talk her into it. And while she started her new niche and started doing different things with her new business that she has, I asked her, what is it that women, why are they trying to go gray? Why are they doing it? Is it just so they can look cool? What is it? And she didn't know at first. And she started looking and she started reading, and she says something like, they want to feel strong. They don't want to feel weak. They want to feel empowered. They want to take control of what they look like. They don't want to be trying to impress everyone else when they could just be themselves. It came down to an empowerment movement to empower yourselves. Let loose of what society thinks that you are, and just if you want to just be who you are, you can still look great with gray hair. You don't have to let society dictate what you should look like. Now, then by saying that, she can start learning how to post and what to say and how to get these and what products should she sell them, right? And there was a big thing about the skunk line, they call it. It's the gray hair. They dye their hair black, and then they got this gray line going right down the center of their head, and that skunk line will be there for a long time until the hair gets long enough so they can cut it off, right? And have a decent length of hair to cut off all the black edges or whatever they had their hair color. So now how can we get rid of the skunk line? What do? Do you wear hats? Right? Now you can start to see just really quickly by going into the psyche of a person to understand, here's a woman. Women are vain. They like the way they look. And she has to walk around with this skunk line down the middle of her head, and it's gray. Trust me, they don't want to look that way. What is it? What type of support do they need for that? And why are they doing it? You know, what's the whole reason? So you need to find out why people want to lose weight, whatever your niche is. It doesn't matter. Golfers, tennis players, soccer players, or, football players, whatever it is. If you're a fisherman, people do things for a reason, and there's an underlying secret desire to all of that. Research is your number one defense to failure here. That's what's going to beat failure. Once you start doing all your research and do as much of it as you can, and understand one thing, man. This is an everyday thing. You can't stop and only do research for one day. You're going to always be learning. You're going to always be figuring shit out. So don't stop, man. Do this thing every day. If you like this video, again, click the thumbs up, man. If you want more videos like this, comment below, man. Let me know what it is you want to know about copywriting and direct response marketing. I'll see you guys tomorrow with part number 2 to this video on how to sell millions of dollars worth of shit without ever having to open your mouth. I'm out.